Greetings, Matt and RC with you, and today I'm taking you through a quick review of the movie Skyfall. It is the 23rd Bond movie, stars Daniel Craig, Judi Dench, Ralph Fiennes, and Javier Bardem. I gotta tell you, it's as one of the best films of the year. The 23rd Bond film is certainly a step above almost anything we've seen from the Bond series, and it's partly due, I think, to Sam Mendes, the director, the creative team of Neil Purvis, who's been there for a while, but it's also Daniel Craig. As you may have heard, there's a lot of twists and turns in this film. I really don't want to share too much because I want you to go see it. It's such a great film. But basically, a former agent, Javier Bardem, attacks MI6 while Bond is incapacitated due to an event that happens at the beginning of the movie when Bond returns from his self-proclaimed death, as he likes to call it in the film. He is really worse for wear. He can no longer shoot straight. He has trouble holding his breath for long periods of time. He's basically been out for an indeterminate period of time. As the film gets on further, though, it changes from kind of the Bond-esque sort of thing we've seen into a brand new kind of Bond movie in which Bond and Judi Dench have to go back into Bond's past to then flush out Javier Bardem. The ending is a real shocker. You won't see it coming, and that's what's a great thing about this film. There are so many twists and turns in here. This is not a typical Bond movie. This isn't even a Bourne movie experience. This is something completely different, and I think it works on a lot of levels. There are some things in my mind that don't really work. There's always been an issue of continuity with the Bond films. You know, where does this series match up with Dr. No? Is it supposed to, start with or end with Dr. No? We really haven't been told. Is Quantum, which is now out of the picture, at least in this film, is it even a part of the ongoing story? Is Spectre going to come soon? Or are we just going to get, individual episodes that really aren't connected to anything? I'd love to see them do, a 4-part arc or a 3-part arc with the same bad guy, because Javier Bardem was so great in this film. I don't know how they're going to come up with a guy to replace him in the next Bond film, because he is terrific. And there's a little bit of sexuality going on with Bond. I really want to share that too much. And there's just some real shocking facts about Bardem that he just does a great job as Silva. But again, where we're going to see this series go is anyone's guess. For me, this is one of the best Bond films ever. It's one of my top films of the year. Unfortunately, I don't know whether the Academy is going to recognize a film like Skyfall, even though it does, because it has its faults as well. And like I said, that the continuity is one big thing, and a couple of other things going along the way. One thing I will tell you that's not awful about this film is the presence of Q, who is comes in, does a couple of scenes with him. Would like to have seen him at the end of the Bond film, but having Q and Bond do their little squaring off together in a non-cheesy Pierce Brosnan kind of way or a Roger Moore kind of way is really much preferred. I don't know what's going to happen, going forward with the Oscars. I'm not sure if we'll see this kind of film out there, because there are so many other good films. But man, if I had to take a guess, I would hope that it would go for something, because Daniel Craig is Bond, and whether people are ready to admit that or not, it's going to be a matter of some debate, because he is getting right to that point where Sean Connery was, and I think it's only fair for us to now have that conversation. So it's an excellent film. Please go see it. If you're online, you can check us out at highdefninja.com, and also write for sandwichdonfilms.com, and also write for onepercase.net, where we write about everything cool and everything awesome. So this is Matt and RC. Peace!